Greetings, everyone, and welcome to some more insane general knowledge trivia. This is entry number 2 in the general knowledge trivia for Masochists series created by Physics. And I did number 1 a couple of weeks ago. I will leave a link to that video in the description if you missed it. And I'll also leave a link to the quiz in the description if you want to try this and see if you do any better than me. But be warned, it is kind of intentionally designed to be insane. I got 40 out of 100 correct on the last one, and that was still like 97th or 98th percentile. So, yeah, that kind of gives you an idea of how crazy this quiz is going to be. I have not looked at the questions. I have no idea what's coming for me, but let's just jump in and see if I can do better than 40%. 45 minutes to work through this. Let's do it. In a 1949 BBC radio broadcast, Fred Hoyle, attempting to make fun of scientists who thought the universe had a definitive beginning, coined what term? I don't know. I mean, a Big Bang? Oh, okay, that makes sense, I guess. What was the planetary name and number designation of the Super Heavy Lift rocket developed by NASA and used for the Apollo missions? It's not like Saturn V ever? Nice. What term describes a long-term biological relationship where one species benefits while the other is neither helped nor harmed? It's not symbiotic, right? Because that's when they're both helped. One species benefits, the other is neither helped nor harmed. I should know this. Like, I very much should know this. But it's not coming to me right now. What double talk disease results from a lack of thiamine, vitamin B1? I think this is beriberi. Good. What colloquial term is used to describe an atmospheric river that extends northeast of Hawaii to the Pacific coast of North America? I mean, it's not going to be like El Nino or something, so presumably I'm just not going to get this. There's just going to be some specific word for this, and I have absolutely no idea what it is. In contrast to declarative memory, what type of implicit memory aids in tasks without conscious awareness of previous experiences? What? Types of memory. Oh boy. Okay. Without conscious, I mean, what in the world? I don't even have a guess, and this could be anything. What is the eponymous name given to the photosynthetic carbon reduction cycle that converts CO2 and other compounds into glucose? Is it the Krebs cycle or the Calvin cycle? It is the Calvin cycle. Yay. Those are the two cycles I can name from bio. I don't remember a lot, but yeah. I mean, again, I couldn't even have told you what the Calvin cycle was. I just know it's a bio thing. What term is used for the conical, skin-covered, bony structures seen on the heads of male okapi and giraffes? Oh man, what the heck are those called? I mean, I can picture them, like I know what they are, but I don't know what the heck they're called. The Wu experiment, named after Chinese American Chen Sheng Wu, proved that what is not conserved in the weak interaction? Matter or energy or momentum or the weak interaction, charge. Ah, gosh. Man. I don't know what it wants, unfortunately. Mass. I could just guess a bunch of random words and hope that I get it right, but I think realistically I'm probably in trouble here. What Hungarian chemist won the 2023 Nobel Prize with Drew Weissman for the mRNA protein replacement therapy? I do not know. So, that's 4 out of 10 on the STEM section, which I was hoping for a little better than that, to be honest. I should know the biological relationship one, but I can't think of one. It's not parasitic because it doesn't hurt the other one. I just don't know what the word is for this, unfortunately, so I'm just going to move on for now. Arts and Lit. Gertrude and Claudius is a novel by John Updike that draws on the sources that Shakespeare used to write what play? Gertrude. Oh gosh, I mean, Claudius sounds Roman, but Gertrude? What is Gertrude from? I should know this. It's not As You Like It, is it? Ah, man, maybe it is like Coriolanus or Julius Caesar or Titus Andronicus or not. Oh, Claude. Oh, it's Hamlet. You absolute knobhead. I was like, where have I heard of Gertrude before? And then I realized what it was from. Oh my lord. Yeah, Claudius sounds Roman, but it's also a character in Hamlet. Duh. In George Orwell's Animal Farm, the exiled pig named Snowball is a representation of what historical figure was assassinated in 1940? Uh, Trotsky? Okay. Cartoonist Al Jaffe is most known for his fold-ins, a staple of what humor magazine that published its first edition in 1956. Ever like Mad? Cool. Okay, that's like the only humor magazine I can name, but it works. What 1999 Tracy Chevalier novel was made into a 2003 movie where Scarlett Johansson stars as Greet, a servant in the house of Johannes Vermeer? I don't know. Girl with a pearl earring. Or is it a pearl earring? Yo, it's actually right. Let's go. It's like a name something that has to do with Jan Vermeer. I mean, I guess it makes sense. It's just like I mean, that was a total guess, obviously, but cool. I'm glad I was able to get in the head of the question writer on that one. Rebecca Yarros, Tamora Pierce, and Sarah J. Maas are some of the most successful contemporary authors in what portmanteau genre? Portmanteau genre? I've never heard of these people, so this could be a problem. Can I even name a genre whose name is a portmanteau? I mean, maybe. I'm just gonna skip. I'm not gonna get this, I don't think. In what manga series is the telepathic girl Anya the only person who knows both that her adopted father Lloyd Forger is a secret agent and his partner Yor Breyer is an assassin? I don't know. Can I even name a manga series? Um, I could probably name a couple. They're not gonna be the right ones though. Um, One Piece. Like this is not gonna work. Attack on Titan. Okay, I'm gonna stop. In 2022, award-winning Sri Lankan novel. In a 2022 award-winning Sri Lankan novel, what is the title time period that the ghost of Mali Almeida has to resolve all the loose threads created by his death? Jesus. The title time period? I don't know. Like again, this could be anything. Like I don't have much interest in sitting here and just guessing time periods. What cabaret music hall features in a Manet painting that depicts an unamused female bartender in conversation with a man who's only visible in a mirror reflection? I didn't realize she was talking to the man, but it's called a bar at the Folie Bergère. What? No, is that not what it's called? Or no, does it just want Folie Bergère because it says what music hall, not what painting? Yay, okay. That's not easy, but I just know that painting. Le Feu, translated as Under Fire, was a novel by what French author that drew on his experiences in World War One? It was one of the first novels to be written about the war. Oh no. Do I know a French author who was in World War One? I mean, probably, but do I know that this person was in World War One? Probably not. It's not like Camus or Sartre, is it? No. Um, Jesus. I mean, I could guess a bunch of French guys, but this is not something I've heard of, so I think that's going to be difficult. What feminist artist and author produced the iconic 1967 work The Flag is Bleeding, a series of quilts that melted African American culture with Tibetan thankas, and the 1991 Caldecott winning book Tar Beach? Ringgold is a guess. Yo, it's actually right. Let's go. Shout out Faith Ringgold. Nice. I just know her as like the quilt person, but honestly, 6 out of 10. Pretty happy with that. I'm sure the pop culture will be worse, so I'm glad I am getting a little bit ahead here. Movies and TV. The 1948 European film released in English as Bicycle Thieves is set in what city, which is also the title Open City in a 1945 war drama. Please include the city and country names. Goodness me. City and country. What? So it's going to be a city that, like, there's another one with the same name somewhere else? Bicycle Thieves. I don't know what this is, unfortunately. Should I know what this is? Is this a skill issue? This might be a skill issue. Open City. What? I don't have any idea what's going on here, to be honest. What actor is best known for his portrayal of drug lord and restaurant owner Gus Fring in the TV series Breaking Bad and spin-off Better Call Saul? This is Giancarlo Esposito. What is the name of the hippopotamus-like white trolls that have spawned multiple films and TV series, and also 3 theme parks, one in Finland and 2 in Japan? Shout out the Moomins. What 1970 drama film features Jack Nicholson as a former classical pianist turned oil rig worker who returns home when he learns his father is gravely ill? I don't have the slightest idea. I've seen very few Jack Nicholson movies. I don't think I can really name any that aren't the ones that I've seen, so I think this is not happening. Who is the American actress, singer, and musician known for playing Tracy McConnell in the final season of How I Met Your Mother? I don't know. What VH1 reality dating show, starring the title member of Public Enemy, sees female contestants competing for his affection by receiving gold clocks? I don't know. What group of incompetent policemen known for their frantic chases and slapstick humor were featured in a series of silent film comedies produced by Max Sennett? Can you guess? I don't know. Which 2011 Adam Sandler comedy made Razzie history by sweeping all 10 categories from Worst Picture to Worst Ensemble? I don't know. What annual awards ceremony honors excellence in Hindi cinema and features the iconic Black Lady statuette? I don't know. What 1969 Soviet avant-garde film directed by Sergei Parayanov uses a series symbolic visual poems and tableaux vivants to present a poetic biography of 18th century Armenian poet Sayat Nova? Dear God, man. These quizzes, they definitely go from easy to hard. Like the ones at the end here are just insane. Like what? Okay. So 2 out of 10 there. I mean, I guess I should know the first one because it's the first one and it sounds vaguely familiar to me. Um, but at the moment, it's not really coming to me. Please include the city and I don't know, like Paris, France, Rome, Italy. It is Rome, Italy. Okay, cool. Why? Why do I have to say Italy? That's weird. Okay. I'm sure there's a reason for that, but I don't know. I'm going to take 3 out of 10 and move on. Music. The first commercial synthesizer was invented in 1964 by whom? It gained prominence with the 1968 best-selling album Switched on Bach. Oh man, Switched on Bach is such a thing. I'm not going to remember who did it, but this is pretty famous. Yeah, the name's not going to come to me. What was the professional name of rapper Kirsnick Kari Ball, who was the youngest member of the hip hop group Migos, along with his uncle Quavo, or I don't know, and a close friend Offset? He was fatally shot in Houston in 2022. I think it's Takeoff is the third one. Nice. Okay. This came up in a question once a long time ago, and I just remembered their names. What country music standard, the signature song of Lynn Anderson, featured the line, I beg your pardon, I never promised you a diamond ring? I don't know. What Baroque form of music is a form of concerto that includes multiple soloists? The form was popular with Arcangelo Corelli, who coined the name. Concerto that includes multiple soloists. I don't think this is happening either, to be honest. What American rock band from Los Angeles, best known for their song California, which became the theme song for the TV series The OC, featured future actor Jason Schwartzman as their drummer until 2003? California. I don't know this song, so this just isn't going to happen. What double album by Led Zeppelin features the hit song Kashmir and is recognizable for its die-cut album cover depicting the facade of a New York City tenement building? Again, I can't name a Led Zeppelin album that isn't called like Led Zeppelin and then a number. So, I mean, yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, what Swiss town located on the shoreline of Lake Geneva hosts an internationally renowned jazz festival? The deep purple hit Smoke on the Water was inspired by a fire that occurred at the city's casino. This is Montreux. Uh, yeah, that I have heard of. The Smoke on the Water thing is pretty famous. What Finnish symphonic metal band with songs Paid in Full and Don't Say a Word has a name that evokes their far northern origin? Sami. um, Lapland. Lappi. No, I'm not going to know this. Which Swedish dramatic soprano, famed for her powerhouse voice in Wagner and Strauss roles, was also known for her humor? She once joked that the secret to singing Isolde was comfortable shoes. Can I name a Swedish soprano? Absolutely not. Who was the first African American to appear in the Grand Ole Opry, most known for his harmonica playing? You guessed it, I have no idea. So 2 out of 10 on the music. A little bit worse than the movies and TV, but okay. I'm now averaging under 40%, so need to get back to that if I can. Football teams in Bucharest, Kiev, Zagreb, and Houston are all named after what electrical generator? Dynamo, yep. What Fijian overtook Tiger Woods to become the #1 ranked golfer in 1998? The Fijian is like Vijay Singh, right? Nice. What hockey legend lends his name to the hat trick of recording a goal, an assist, and a fight, all in the same game? The good old Gordie Howe hat trick. What is the highest possible break a snooker player can achieve in a single uninterrupted visit, assuming no fouls or referee errors? This is a 147. I don't watch snooker, but I've seen videos of like Ronnie O'Sullivan getting 147s. It's very entertaining. Super impressive. Which Cuban athlete holds the world high jump record of 2.45 meters and won Olympic gold in 1992? Absolutely no clue. I don't generally know things that are related to the Olympics. Speaking of the Olympics, what figure skating jump, which takes off from a back outside edge with a toe pick assist and landing on the back outside edge of the opposite foot, is considered the second most difficult jump after the axel? Lutz? Nice. Okay, I can't name another one, so it's fortunate that it was that one. What light gun peripheral shaped like a bazooka was created by Nintendo for the SNES and uses an infrared receiver placed on top of the television to aim and fire at the screen? It's not like a nunchuck. So I don't have any idea. SNES, I mean, this is like pretty much before I was born, or, well, it's not really my time. This is just not something I know about. What athlete holds the record for most Olympic gold medals by a female gymnast with 9, which she won between 1956 and 64? I'm going to guess it's not Omanich because that would be too easy, and I do not know another one. What is the name of the annual men's 10-pin bowling competition between teams from Europe and the US, often called Bowling's Ryder Cup? No. What is this called? Dude, I've actually watched like quite a bit of professional bowling. And I'm not going to know the name of this. That's tough, dude. What is this called? No, this is such a thing. Oh, what is this called? Oh my god, this is so embarrassing for me. Oh no, like I actually like watching bowling. This is so annoying. Okay, I think I'm not going to get this, sadly. That is quite a shame. What open road race, first run in 1927 and later revived as a classic car rally from Brescia to Rome and back, contributed to making brands like Alfa Romeo, Ferrari, and Mercedes-Benz famous? It's not the Giro d'Italia. That's a biking thing, so I don't know. Ah, man. Okay, well, 20 out of 50. So I am perfectly on pace for 40, but we have geography coming up, so hopefully I can get above that mark. What is the name of the 19th century U.S. Secretary of State who gives its name to a large peninsula that borders the Norton Sound and the Chukchi Sea and is separated from the Chukotka Peninsula by the Bering Strait? Is it Seward? It is just Seward, okay. What city is sometimes called the Silver City because of the sparkling quality of its locally mined granite buildings is named for its location, the mouth of the River Dee. Yikes. River Dee. It's like Belfast? No. Oh no. Aberdeen? It is Aberdeen. Nice. Okay. The island Maui, with a population of 77,000, contains 86% of the population of what country? That would be Seychelles. What term describes a diacritic mark that is similar to the bottom half of a circle and appears above letters in various scripts, such as Cyrillic, Romanian, and Esperanto? What is this thing called? Like, I don't know what this is called, man. Like, I know what it is. It's just like, I don't know the name of it. Man. No, I'm not going to pull this. The city of Arequipa lies at the foothills of what dormant volcano? Because of the size of the nearby population, the volcano is one of the most dangerous in the world and could cause massive loss of life if it should erupt again. I think this is Misty. Misty is a very beautiful mountain. If you look at Google Street View in Arequipa, you'll probably be able to see it. Yeah, super cool looking. What colorful nickname is given to the discontinuous corridor of urbanization that stretches from northern Italy through the Ruhr Valley and into southern England? I'm guessing this is the, like, one of the banana things. Blue banana? Yeah, okay. There's, like, the green banana and the yellow banana, too, I think. But, yeah, blue banana is one of them. What term is used for traditional Chinese characters used to write the Korean language? These characters were the primary Korean writing system before the development of Hangul, but nowadays are only used to distinguish between homophones when context is insufficient. This is annoying. I'm just... Yeah, I can get the, like, geography stuff, and then I fail at the language stuff. Again, I've heard of this, but I'm not going to know the name of it. Yeah, this is a skill issue, but I don't know. What name was given to the breakaway state that existed in the southern part of modern-day DRC from 1960 to 1963 under Moise Tshombe? Sorry if you're hearing background noise. I don't know what's going on back there. Um, is it Katanga? It is Katanga. Nice. Okay, well, that's just a region in southern DRC, so I'm glad that that's right. What is the name for the flat, semi-arid region that spans Western Australia and South Australia? It is the world's largest single exposure of limestone bedrock, and as per its name, has almost no trees. This is called the Nullarbor or Null Arbor. And finally, what was the common two-word name of the 28-meter tall natural limestone arch in Malta's Dwejoura Bay that collapsed into the Mediterranean Sea due to stormy weather in March of 2017? Dude, what is going on back there? I'm really sorry if that's like really audible. It's like super loud to me, but hopefully the mic is filtering it out. Okay, so this I have forgotten the name of this like 5 separate times, which is like this. It's such a thing, but I forget the name of it every single time I look it up. Because it's not the Blue Grotto, because that's like a cave. What is this called, dude? Oh my god. No, I'm gonna forget the name of this again. This is so annoying. There's some things where you just learn it and you forget it and you learn it and you forget it, and no matter how many times you try and learn it, you just forget it again. This is something I've heard of so many times, and I still cannot pull the name of it, which is super frustrating. But 7 out of 10 is pretty good. And 2 of the ones I missed were just language things, and I'm just worse at language things, unfortunately. Okay, history. What international organization was founded in Cairo in 1945 with original members that included Egypt, Transjordan, Lebanon, and North Yemen? Currently has 22 member nations, including Mauritania, Bahrain, Somalia, and Qatar. I assume it's the Arab League. What event began in Guangdong in October 1934 and ended in Yan'an in October 1935, with only about 8% of participants surviving? Holy moly. Probably the Long March. Crazy. What is the World War II era nickname given by Allied troops to a group of English-speaking female Japanese radio broadcasters who aired propaganda programs, the most famous being Eva Togurita Kino? I have never heard of this. Should I have heard of this? Probably, but I don't know what this is. What is the name of the 4th century Latin translation of the Bible, largely completed by St. Jerome and later adopted as the standard text of the Roman Catholic Church? Is this what the Vulgate is? It is what the Vulgate is. Very nice. The United States invasion of Panama in December 1989, which had the primary goal of removing dictator Manuel Noriega from power, is known by what military code name? No idea. I can't name the military code names of pretty much any operation ever, except for like Desert Storm, I guess. This is just not something that I learned. Like I'm aware that this is a thing, but I'm not going to know the name of the code name. What Maoist terrorist organization led by former philosophy professor Abimael Guzman, launched a violent insurgency in the 1980s and 90s, aiming to replace the Peruvian state with a new democracy? I cannot name a Peruvian terrorist organization, unfortunately. What Frankish civil law code, compiled around 8500 by King Clovis, explicitly excludes women from inheriting the throne, a principle that later became the basis for royal succession in numerous kingdoms? What? Uh, should I know this? I don't know this. The city of Palembang served for many years as the capital of what empire, which existed from approximately 670 to 1025. So Palembang is South Sumatra. Makes me think of Srivijaya, and it is very nice. Meaning crushing and associated with the rise of the Zulu kingdom, which 19th century upheaval in southern Africa sparked massive wars, migrations, and the rise of kingdoms such as the Ndebele and Swazi. Oh no. Oh gosh. It's not like Isan Luwana, that's a battle. Um, it's not Impi because that's like a soldier unit. I don't know. I'm not going to get this. What name is given to the realms, republics, and kingdoms during the Vedic period on the Indian subcontinent? Unfortunately, also not happening, I don't think. 4 out of 10, not great for history, but these are really, really hard questions. I kind of feel okay about how I've done here, to be honest. Food and drink. What fast food staple is used by The Economist to compare purchasing power between different countries? This is the Big Mac Index. What sweet cherry variety is named for the Chinese American who worked as an orchard foreman for horticulturist Seth Llewellyn? Bing, probably. Bing cherry, yep. Which genetically engineered variety of rice is made to produce beta carotene in its grains to help fight vitamin A deficiency, especially in populations that rely heavily on rice? Is this what golden rice is? Yay. What Japanese phrase literally means I leave it up to you and refers to a dining style where you let the chef decide what you eat? Uh, I don't know, actually. I have no idea. What is the sweet rum-based cocktail served in its namesake glass that originated in the 1940s at Pat O'Brien's bar in New Orleans? It usually features light rum, dark rum, and passion fruit juice or syrup. This isn't what a porn star martini is it? No. Okay. Well, just got demonetized. I don't know. I think that has passion fruit in it, but well, it's clearly not the same thing. I don't know. What company founded by Ando Momofuku produced the world's first marketed brand of instant noodles? Good lord. No idea. Nissin. Oh, wow, it is cool. I mean, they're the ones who make like cup noodles and stuff, so I was like, yeah, that would make sense, but it's a guess. What Latin American uncooked parsley-based sauce is commonly used as a condiment for grilled meat? The name may derive from a Spanish word for hubbub, and despite some folk etymologies, has nothing to do with Jimmy. Probably chimichurri. What is the name of the popular Belgian sandwich that consists of a half baguette filled with fried meat, like sausage or steak, fries, and a generous amount of sauce? Half baguettes. No, I do not know. With a name from the Nahuatl, what is the smooth, flat griddle typically used in Mexico and others part of Latin America to cook tortillas and arepas, toast spices and nuts, and sear meat? A griddle. Nope, I don't know. What dessert, which dates to the Mughal Empire and currently popular at weddings, is made from vermicelli, rose syrup, sweet basil seeds, and milk? What? So it's like noodles? What in the world? This isn't like gulab jamun, is it? No. Can I name another Indian dessert? I honestly don't think that I can. I probably can if I think hard enough, but no, I'm not sure. Okay, second to last category, world culture. Nowruz, which marks the beginning of the Hijri calendar, has its origins in what religion? Founded in the mid 6th century BCE. Nowruz is the Persian New Year, so I assume we're doing Zoroastrianism. Very good. What Jewish festival begins 5 days after Yom Kippur and is known as the Festival of Booths due to the makeshift structures that are built specifically for the holiday? Is this Rosh Hashanah? No, it is not. Uh-oh. Sukkot. Sukkot, nice. Okay, just guess Jewish holidays until something works. What spiritual diagram, literally meaning circle, in Sanskrit is used in Hinduism and Buddhism as a representation of the entire cosmos while guiding meditation through concentric geometric patterns? Is this what samsara is? No, it's not. Oh no. What is this called? Chakra? No. Ah. Dharma, that's something else. Dang it. I should know this. And I don't. What Hindu deity, known as the king of the Devas and god of weather, is known for defeating the Asura Vritra and wielding the divine weapon known as the Vajra? I don't know. I mean, I can name some Hindu deities. I don't think any of them are this, though, unfortunately. Like, it's not going to be like Ganesha or Lakshmi or Krishna. God of weather. I don't remember. I should know this, but I don't remember. What Gaelic festival observed on November 1st marks the end of the harvest and the beginning of winter, and is considered to be the origin of modern Halloween customs? I would guess All Hallows Eve, but I don't think this is right either. Gaelic festival, I'm not going to know it. What parish church in the city of London is most famous for its bells, within the sound of which a person must be born to be considered a true Cockney? It's not St. Paul's, I don't think, so not happening. What word, Inuit for polar bear, is the name of a mythical deity of the hunt? Jesus. It's not Sedna, I don't think, so again, that's the only Inuit deity I can name, so that's not happening either. What is the final university entrance qualification in Germany conferred upon students who pass their final exams, which is comparable to the A levels for the International Baccalaureate? Or the International Baccalaureate, rather. In Germany? Are you kidding me? No idea. What religion, founded in the 1970s by Frenchman Claude Vorion, claims that an extraterrestrial species known as Elohim created humanity with advanced technology? What, dude? Like, what? No clue. What four-letter Mayan title, the name of the 20th day of the Mayan calendar, can be used synonymously with Lord or Leader? It's not like, I mean, I thought Sapa, but Sapa Inca, that's Inca, not Maya, so that's wrong. What? No, not happening. My gosh, what is this set? Okay. Um, all right, so I need 2 out of 10 to tie my previous score and 3 to beat it. And the category is miscellaneous. Let's see. What implement connects the car company Maserati, the country Barbados, the Greek god Poseidon, and the Hindu god Shiva? That would be a trident. It appears in flag of Barbados, the logo of Maserati, etc. What term used to describe the effect of combinations of discriminations or privilege was coined by Kimberly Crenshaw in 1989? It's called intersectionality. Yes. What is the YouTube name of Cincinnati-born Darren Watkins, who's known for many IRL streams where he showcases worldwide cultures to international audiences? I have no idea. I don't watch a lot of YouTube. I don't know a lot of popular YouTubers. This is not going to happen. A wide swing felt skirt that displays an applique design is typically named after what animal? After one of the most popular designs. The skirt was one of the first teenage fashion trends because of its design to facilitate dancing. I could not have less of an idea, to be honest. I mean, I could guess animals, but that would just take forever, so whatever. What economic concept formulated by David Ricardo states that countries benefit from trade by specializing in the production of goods for which they have a lower relative opportunity cost than their trading partners? Is this where I say comparative advantage? Yay, let's go. I beat my previous score. I did study economics, so yeah, I'm glad I remembered that. Which Russian oil giant, named after the western Siberian cities of Langapas, Uray, and Kogalim, is the nation's largest privately owned company by revenue? Is it not Gazprom? What? There's another one? Are you kidding me? How is it not Gazprom? What? That's insane. Lanurco, Langurkog, Lanurkog. Dude, I don't know. Kogurlan. It's gonna be something like that probably, but I have no idea. What figure of speech, from Greek for simplicity, is a form of understatement or irony, where a point is emphasized by stating a negative to affirm a positive? One example could be, "This is not a stupid question." Dude, what? Greek for simplicity. Oh my goodness. It's not like apostrophe or something, or assonance. I could name random words, but like this is just not going to happen. What German philosopher of the Frankfurt School is credited with developing the idea of communicative rationality in his works such as the theory of communicative action? I don't know. Husserl. That's a person. It's not the right person. No, this isn't happening. The chairs found in a palace in Florence with a flame stitch pattern give their name to what embroidery pattern of upright flat stitches? I'm not even going to try. And finally, what 2 9-letter words, one a common typographical symbol, the other a word first recorded in 2014, meaning to take up too much room, are anagrams of each other? Holy crap. Meaning to take up too much room. I mean, is it cheating to look at my keyboard and look at the symbols? I feel like that's cheating. Ampersand. That's 9 letters. And I can't anagram either. Like, I can't just like flip letters around in my head like that. No, I can't be bothered. I'm not going to. 41 out of 100. I got 40 out of 100 on the last one. This is an improvement. I am taking it. I am cool with this. I'm going to go ahead and give up, and we'll see what I missed. Better than 95.1%. I don't know how many people have played it, though. Probably not that many. Commensalism. I'm never going to pull that. Pineapple Express. I've heard that term. I had no idea that's what this referred to, but good to know. Procedural memory. Again, heard the term. Probably not pulling it. Ossicones. Don't know what that is. Parody. Parody is not... I don't even know what that means. So fair enough. And then Catalin Carico. Never heard of this person, but good to know. Romanticy. Sure, that is a portmanteau genre name, but I mean, I think I've vaguely heard that, but I, again, would not have pulled it. Spy X Family, never heard of it. Seven Moons, never heard of it. Henri Barbus. Who the heck is that? Okay, yeah, that's really, really hard. Five easy pieces. Miliotti, Flavor of Love, Keystone Cops, Jack and Jill, Filmfare Awards, Color Pomegranates. I have heard of exactly 0 of those 7 things, so that's awesome. Robert Moog. Wow. A Moog synthesizer? That's a thing. Yeah. I mean, that's hard, but like a Moog synthesizer is a thing. I promise you, never promised you a rose garden. Cool. No idea what that is. Concerto Grosso, Phantom Planet, Physical Graffiti, Sonata Arctica, Birgit Nilsson, and DeFord Bailey. Once again, no chance on any of those except maybe Robert Moog. But man, these questions are hard. Javier Sotomayor, don't know who that is. Super Scope, never heard of it. Latinina, never heard of it. Weber Cup, that's what it's called. I mean, yeah, it's named after Dick Weber, or is it Pete? Probably named after Dick Weber. That makes perfect sense. Well, I should know that. I really should. And then Mille Miglia, never heard of that either. Breve or Breve or however you say it, that is a thing. That is a skill issue. Again, it's like I knew I was going to have heard of it, but I just wasn't going to pull the term. Hanja, again, absolutely heard of it, should know that, but not very good at language things. And the Azure window, man. Dude, like the day I actually remember what that thing was called, every time I forget, it kills me. Okay, history. Tokyo Rose, heard of that, not going to get it. Operation Just Cause, heard of it, not going to get it. Shining Path, can you guess? I've heard of it and I'm not going to get it. Salic Law, that one I have not heard of before. Mfikane, heard of it, not pulling it. Janapada, no idea what that is. Okay, Omakase, heard of it, yeah. Hurricane, have I heard of that as a drink? Honestly, not sure I have. Probably vaguely, but just forgot about it. Mitraillette, I have no clue what that is. Komal, interesting. I've heard of, I mean, there's a restaurant around here called Komal. That's interesting. But I did not know that that was a term for a griddle, but that's cool to know. And then Faluda. Okay, never heard of that either. Mandala. Yep. Okay, that's a skill issue. Indra. Oh no. Okay, that's really bad too. Indra's like definitely one of the most famous Hindu gods. That's actually really bad that I'm not pulling that. Whoops. Samhain or I don't know, Savain or however the heck you say Irish things. Also something I've heard of. Wasn't going to get it. St. Mary Lebeau. I don't think I've heard of that. Nanook. Oh, yeah, that's gettable too, actually. Man, I'm actually leaving some points on the table here. Some of these things are things that I absolutely should be pulling. Abitur, never heard of it. Realism, what in the world? And then Ajal. I think I have heard that before, but that's very, very hard. I show speed. That's who it is? Oh my god. Wow. Okay. Well, I am definitely aware of him, but I did not know that that was his name. Um, that actually I might get yelled at in the comments for that one. Poodle Skirt, never heard of it. Lukoil, it's just LUK. I mean, Lukoil, like that's of course. I mean, there's so many gas stations in like Russia that are Lukoil. Like I need to know that. I really need to know that. Litotes, don't know what that is. Jürgen Habermas, heard of him. Should be getting that. Bargello, don't know what that is. And it is ampersand, but manspread. What? Oh my god. I can't believe it was actually ampersand. I still didn't get it. I mean, manspread. Yeah, I guess that's what that is. I guess I think of that more as just like sitting with your legs like spread, which I mean, I guess that's what it is, right? But to me, I don't. I guess I didn't think of the definition of that as to take up too much room. So that's kind of just not where my head was at. But I suppose it makes sense. Okay, Trident is the easiest on the quiz. That doesn't surprise me at all. If we go down the list, let's just see what the toughest ones that I got were. 19, 15, 13. I mean, yeah. Oh, yes. This is what I expected. Faith Ringgold playing at 3%. And that is, yeah, I would say that's not surprising. I mean, that was a pretty deep pull. I'm very happy with myself for knowing that, but that's quite difficult. Katanga and Misty at 10. Nissan at 11, actually. Interesting, yeah. Comparative advantage, also 11. Yeah, I'll take that. Fully Bergère. Makes sense. Bing Chair, actually, I thought that was a lot more well-known. I'm kind of surprised that's only at 13. Okay, I show speed, easiest one that I missed. That makes perfect sense. Jack and Jill. Yeah, apparently I should know that. Yeah, I don't know what that is though. And let's see what the hardest ones on the quiz are. If we go all the way down, oh my goodness. There's some 3%ers, there's a couple 2%ers, and there are 3 0%ers. No, the bowling one. I could have had a 0%er if I just remembered what the Weber Cup was. That's so annoying, dude. Uh, and the fact that I've watched a lot of bowling and still couldn't pull the name of it definitely tells you that that's difficult, but I don't really have an excuse for missing that. Oh, man. And then, yeah, DeFord, Bailey, and Bargello, the other 0%ers. But hey, I got a 3%er. I'm okay with that. And yeah, I guess that's all there is here. But 41 out of 100. It's up from 40, so it's an upward trend. I think in the last one, I got 70% on the first pizza geography quiz, and I got 71% on the next one. And here I went from 40 to 41. So we're moving up. We're learning things, I guess. But yeah, again, very fun quiz, very well written questions as always. So massive thanks to Physics for making these. They are obviously very tough and can be discouraging, but it's also like they're meant to be hard, and you learn a lot of stuff doing them. So yeah, thanks again to Physics for the effort he puts into making these, and thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed another crazy general knowledge quiz, and yeah, looking forward to more of these if more do come out. But for now, that's going to be it for me. Thank you for watching, and I will see you again soon. Goodbye.